Hello, good morning everyone. My name is Madi Aryadita Gunaksara with student number 175, and today I will going to interview one of foreigner about the culture of the United Kingdom. But before we start, I will introduce our members first. First one is
I'm Ida Itriyatri, Mala student ID number 170.
and the second is
I'm Wainula Nade with last student ID number 185.
okay, that's all our members, and we are going to start our interview. Just for information, this interview will contain about how and what is the culture of United Kingdom. And what I'm going to ask is about what are the changing form of word in United Kingdom that usually they speak. Okay, without any further ado, let's start the interview. Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Pardon?
Okay. Can you introduce yourself first to the camera?
Okay, hello, my name is Wendy. I was born in the UK. I came to Indonesia quite a long time ago, so my knowledge of the UK is limited, but I still remember quite a lot.
Okay, first of all, I thank you for
Welcome.
helping me to this interview, and I have several questions to ask. The first one, okay, I frequently heard about cheers in several movies, which is, I think, cheers words are used for say thank you.
Yeah.
Is it correct? Okay, and this cheers word, is that polite or impolite things to say?
It's polite, but it's informal.
It's polite.
Yeah, so you would not use it in a formal situation.
Okay.
You'd use it between friends, colleagues.
Okay.
But informally usually.
So we can only use it to our friends or something that we know.
Yeah, I would
Okay.
say so.
Okay. Thank you. In England, is there any festival or cultural things to do?
So actually, I'm not. That's not actually true. You could say cheers to people you don't know
Okay.
as a kind of, I don't know, but it's an informal situation, informal greeting,
situation.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can talk to the strangers about cheers, but it's informal.
Yeah. You could say cheers at the end of a conversation.
Okay.
Yeah. You just met someone in the street and you
Cheers,
maybe
mate.
yeah, well maybe you're sort of walking your dog or something in the park, and you get talking to somebody else who's walking their dog, and then you then say, okay, nice to meet you, cheers.
Cheers.
You can also do
Okay.
goodbye in that situation. Yeah.
Okay. We move on to the next question.
Yeah.
Is there any festival or cultural things in UK?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's Christmas, which is big, very big. Easter,
Easter.
yeah.
Okay.
The two big holidays. Yeah.
Okay.
And Easter we have Easter eggs.
Easter
yeah.
egg.
Yeah. Then there's chocolate eggs.
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate eggs at Easter.
chocolate
And children will have an Easter egg hunt. They have they'd hunt around the house for the Easter eggs, which somebody had hidden for them. Yeah, Christmas. I mean, just like here, it's become very commercial now. And the other one, specific, I think, to the UK, is Guy Fawkes Night.
Guy Fawkes.
Yeah, this is on the 5th of November.
The 5th of November.
Yeah. And it remembers, I forget which king it was, but several hundred years ago, somebody tried to blow up the houses of Parliament when the king was opening Parliament.
Okay.
And his name was Guy Fawkes, and he failed, and he was he was executed. All right. And so every 5th of November, the celebration, people would make like a doll,
Yeah.
a big doll which would be called the Guy,
Yeah.
and they would burn this on top of a bonfire
Okay.
and let off fireworks.
Oh, what the fuck?
And that was the only time, when I was a child, that was the only time we had fireworks.
That's the only time you have fireworks.
There was no fireworks at New Year.
Oh, no fire.
No, that's new. Very new.
Very new.
Yeah. Yeah. I think now because people don't celebrate Guy Fawkes as much as they used to in the past. I think it's
Okay. So,
not a big festival now.
so the
Now, yeah, we have fireworks at New Year.
the people not interested again in Guy Fawkes or something.
Well, some still are. I think, I don't know. I haven't
Oh,
lived
yeah,
there for a long
okay.
time, yeah. But when was the last time I was there? Maybe about 10 years ago.
10
When
years
I was
ago.
visiting,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, bonfire night was still quite big. But generally, when I was a child,
Yeah.
we would have the fireworks and the bonfire in our own garden.
Oh,
It was done. Every family would do it themselves, right?
okay. Most of people in England doing that.
Sorry.
Most of people in England doing
When I
that.
was a child, yes.
Oh, okay.
Right, that was a long time ago, right? But yes, when I was a child. But then there were always lots of accidents because fireworks are dangerous, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And gradually it became, and also they're expensive.
Oh.
So gradually it happened that people would get together and each family would buy a few fireworks and they would share them together. They would have one bonfire and share them together.
Share them together.
And then it became that an organization in the village or in the town would have a sort of centralized
Centralized.
celebration, and everybody who wanted to see this, they would pay some money, buy a ticket, and go into the park, and there'd be a bonfire and lots and lots and lots of fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's changed.
It's changed.
Yeah.
They don't do at the garden anymore.
Oh, I think some still do. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's the only time when people would have fireworks in their garden. Not for birthdays.
Not for
like
birthdays.
here. Now
Not
you
like
get
here.
someone's a birthday, they got fireworks.
Different culture, right?
What is new? What I do is it's not new.
It's not.
Firecrackers used to have mercon.
Yeah, mercon.
Remember?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember when I first came to Indonesia and on New Year's. Yeah, it was New Year.
Yes, it's changed.
And I was in Jakarta, and we went to Jalan Tamrin.
Oh, Jalan Tamrin.
Right, this is a long time ago. And at that time, I think Hotel Indonesia was the tallest building
Whoa.
in Jakarta. All right, and it was Jalan Tamrin.
Yeah.
The street was empty.
Yeah.
But on that side, lots of people. On this side, lots of people. And they had mercon, firecrackers, and they were throwing them across. Scary.
Yes.
That would not
You know,
happen
that
in
is
England.
dangerous. That's dangerous.
Yeah, it was very dangerous. Yeah.
They put people in jeopardy.
Yeah. But we did have something a little bit like mercon, yeah, which we called a jumping jack. And it would go crack and jump, crack and jump,
Okay,
but on the
okay,
ground.
okay.
And it would like chase people, yeah. That was fun.
There's
Yeah.
several
Yeah.
type of fireworks.
Oh, lots, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we move on to the last questions.
Yeah.
Ma'am. I know I've never been in England, but all I know there is a phone box, right? Telephone box, which is the right one.
Red,
You know.
yeah.
Does British oftenly use this phone box or
Oh, not now, I think.
not now?
They've all got handphones,
Okay.
yeah.
So.
But when I was
this
a
phone
child,
box
yes.
is useless?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was a child, most people, or many people, probably did not have a telephone in their house,
Okay.
right?
Right.
So if they wanted to telephone somebody,
Yes.
they had to go to a public phone box,
Public phone box.
right? And these are red, and they've become a traditional symbol
Symbol
of the UK. And
yes.
there are still some, but now they're not used so much. Maybe some now have like an internet access or something. I don't know. It has changed
It has changed.
a lot because now most people will have hand phones. They don't need a public phone.
Okay. Maybe they will use the public phone in case of emergency. Yeah.
If they can find one.
Okay.
If there is one now, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, here in Indonesia,
No.
where do you see a public phone box?
Right now there is no phone box.
Right.
Public phone
50
box.
years ago?
Yes.
Yes,
is.
there were. Yeah.
There is.
And you could put money in, and then you had a card. You have a card for making a phone call. Remember?
In Indonesia,
Oh, you're too
we use
young.
Coin. Indonesian coin.
The coins, but there are also ones you could use a card. And I still have one of those cards with money on it, but I can't use it anymore.
Okay.
Outside Tiara, Dewata, they had.
Oh, Tiara Dewata.
Yeah, and there was a special card you could use.
So previously I saw on the internet about the culture of UK people. Maybe you can explain a little bit. The first, do you know about the Morris dancing?
About Morris dancing, yeah. Morris dancing, it's a traditional dance. It's usually danced by men. I think 6 or 8, I forget how many, but they stand opposite each other. So you have like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3 opposite, and they wear white clothes, white pants and white shirt, and they have like a white handkerchief, and they dance facing each other. I think it's normally in summer that they do this,
Okay.
but I'm not sure about that. You can find more information on Google, I'm sure.
Secondly, can you tell me some of the restrictions that exist in the UK?
Well, probably most of the restrictions are similar to restrictions anywhere in the world, yeah?
Yeah.
Like here, for example, there are traffic restrictions. Places you must not park, all right? And if you do park, your car will be clamped, and then you have to pay a fine. There are one-way streets. Generally, people do obey the traffic regulations in Britain. Here, that's not always the case. So that's a difference, yeah. Same regulations.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, different
And
practice.
lastly, is drinking tea in the afternoon is a habit there or depends people?
Oh yeah, there's actually kind of a meal, a sort of snack meal called afternoon tea,
Okay.
which you would have in the afternoon around 4 o'clock. And you would have a cup of tea and maybe some biscuits or
Yeah.
a piece of cake.
That's enough.
So it's like an afternoon snack, really.
Okay.
But tea is also drunk in the morning, and some people have a device called it used to be called a teas maid, and like a coffee maker,
Yeah.
but it's a tea maker, and it would have a clock. You would put it next to your bed, and you would set the clock or the alarm to ring
Okay.
at say 8 o'clock in the morning, and then the tea maker would automatically make a cup of tea at 8 o'clock in the morning. You would wake up and in bed have your cup of tea, and then you could face the day.
That's enough?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Is it true that in the UK I cannot ask about salary and age because they are considered important?
Yes, that's correct. You would not normally ask somebody their age.
Okay.
You might ask a child their age, but you would not ask a grown-up.
Oh.
It would be considered impolite.
Right.
Yeah. And salary, definitely, it's very personal information. You would not ask that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and the next, does England have a rule not to clean carpets before curtain time? Carpets.
So not to clean carpets, when? Before?
Not to clean carpet before curtain time. Curtain time.
I've never heard of anything like that. You'd have to maybe Google it to find out, but as far as I know, there are no rules about cleaning carpets. Maybe in some parts it's a superstition, maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't heard about it.
Okay, does that mean that in England politeness is very important?
Well, politeness, I think anywhere in the world is important, right? I mean, here in Bali, it's very important to be polite to people, and in the UK also, it's important to be polite to people. Yeah?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Just the same. The way of being polite is different, but being polite is the same.
Okay, ma'am, I think that's all of our questions, and thank you for the interview. This is very helping us, and I hope we can talk more after this video.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes, certainly. You're very welcome.
And that's all our interview with the foreigner of United Kingdom. And I hope all the content are containing the cultural of United Kingdom as clear as crystal. And I represented my group. I do apologize if there's any mistake contained in this content. And I hope you are enjoy the video. Thank you all. Good morning.